And
Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to thank God, man.
thank you, Mullets. All right. Man, this is weird. This is on a different day. But my apologies. That was all my fault. We are on a Saturday night now. Broadcasting live from Kansas. This is the Extra Boy Sports Podcast. Don't take our name. This is mine. My name. And yes. Oh, wait. I am the KC Waltz over here on my left. It's Joe Hooters there over here on my right. Is the Regional TI. And yes, we were the ones who were running from Antonio Brown when he was trying to shoot at us. Supposedly we could try to jump him. We were taking off. We got our faces burned out and shit. And like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, Tony, stop it, Tony. I'm yelling at Tony, run, Tony. Run. And Joe was just like, I don't know, he fell and hurt his ankle or something like that.
You could also see us in the scuffle that happened right before that. They, of course, blurred us out, though. So,
it was more like
identities.
Bumped into him, and I was like, whoa, watch my drink there. Oh, you, Mr. Brown, you still crazy? And then that's where the scuffle happened.
That wasn't a good question.
Apparently, it was a yes. He's still crazy.
Yes. Yep. Okay, hey man, welcome to another episode. We couldn't do it last night. That was my fault. Just came back from Herman, Missouri, and man, that train ride takes a toll on you.
Would you just went down there for the day, or?
Yeah, I just went out there and took a train down there and got off and looked around and then got back on the train.
How was the train ride? Like, was it? Because I've always heard about the train ride down there.
I thought you guys took the train.
We have talked about taking the train. We've never actually taken the train.
Dude, okay. So we went down there for Monte Monica's 20th anniversary. Okay. Been together for 27 years. And here's to 2 more. Woo!
Oh, man.
Woo!
There we go.
Here's to 2 more years. Plenty of time.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I'll toast to that.
I was over here a little bit behind the times. So.
Yeah. So it actually, Amtrak was pleasantly, surprisingly comfortable.
So is there like room to like for a few people to hang out? Because you can drink, you can have drinks and stuff, right?
Yeah. So if you look online, it's like frowned upon, or you're not
it's frowned upon.
But, dude, they sell the drinks there, so you can get a drink and then you go sit down and have a drink. But there's some areas where you can sit like 2 and 2 across from each other.
Right.
And you have a big table in front of you.
Okay.
So we did that. We had that on the way over there, but we couldn't get that because too many people on the way back. But it's perfect because I had my cooler right there next to me. We were having some mixed drinks and little snacks and food. And they have a little cafe cart where you can go and get some ice and mixers and your own drinks there too. And,
okay. I thought you was going to say like snacks, right? Food. So
food.
I know you hit
everything's
that
microwavable, but they got like Angus burgers and they had this blue corn tamale. I did not.
What?
I did not microwave. Think about it. It's blue corn tamale.
I am thinking about it.
It's microwaved.
It's not sounding very good.
No, not good. And then the contents of it, I asked the lady, and she's Latina from Chicago. I said, well, what, is it shredded beef or something? Or is it green? She goes, no, it's veggies. What the fuck?
So it's not even meat in it?
There's not even meat in it. Why would you want to why would they do that? She goes, I don't know. She goes, she was like, I don't like it, but a lot of people do. I said, let me ask you something. When you say a lot of people do, are those people looking like me and you? Or are those
you
people
already knew the answer to that question?
Yeah, it's not me and you. I said, okay.
Come
right.
on.
It's a fucking veggie tamale.
I can see T.I. eating one.
I can see him tearing up a good veggie tamale with blue corn. Yeah, man, he's adventurous.
Yeah, I think I'm like most people watching this. I don't care about it.
Yeah. So the seats, man, very comfortable. A lot of leg room. You can get up and go. No seat belts. They don't apparently care, but who cares? You can get up. It rocks a little bit, but not too bad. There's a few stops on the way there and the way back, but they're quick. They're like real quick. So you need to try it out, man. For $34 for one way.
It's only $34 one way.
Is it $34 or both ways? 34. Yeah, 34 one way, and then it's like coming back. It's like 42 or something like that.
The gas prices the way they are, you can't beat that.
No, hell no. Then you can take your own shit and be comfortable. And yeah, you're good, man. Yeah. So. I'll tell you something else that occurred.
Oh, I can tell you want more story time from Waltz. Here we go.
Yeah, well, I don't want to, mention it here. Anyways,
you got a story for later.
Yeah, I got a story for later.
Okay.
Off thing.
Well,
I don't want Amtrak to be looking like, we need to change our policies.
I want to write that down. I don't want to forget to ask about this.
All right, Ti. Man, he's excited. So this Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day ahead of time to all you folks. Look, Andrew Beam is now online. Oh, offline.
Dude, you shouldn't be saying that. Anyways, go
Is
ahead.
that,
Don't say those
is that
names.
your word?
Yeah. If something pops up on the screen, don't say the fucking name.
I said
First rule. First
Ambrew.
rule. Now I have to edit that shit out.
I said Ambrew Dream.
He said he didn't say it correctly. so
Right,
there you
right.
go.
He's a dreamboat. It was a dreamboat. Okay. So happy Father's Day ahead of time for all you folks out there, all you daddies, and to all of our daddies that have passed away. Happy Father's Day to them too. What you guys plan? Or what you guys have planned?
You know what? We've had this tradition, which is kind of weird. We go to a not Kansas City barbecue, and that's where we have our lunch, dinner, Father's Day stuff.
That's interesting. What does that mean?
Because we go to Famous Dave's, but that's not a Kansas City barbecue.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still okay. I like
I
it.
love Famous Dave's. I do. I really do.
I don't know if you should say you love it, but I do like it.
I can say I love it. It's mine. My
Back
taste buds.
back in the day, it was just a convenient spot for everyone to meet up, and just kind of
They do have a lot of room.
and it wasn't really always busy and stuff, so
Yeah.
we could get in and out. So
They have a good happy hour. Their margaritas during happy hour are only $5. What's the matter, Tia?
Welcome to the Food and Beverage Podcast. We've been talking about food and/or drink for the last 7 fucking minutes. But go ahead.
Ti is fired up
I
today.
know, because you
I don't
can't
give you
join
shit.
in.
No, I could join in. I'm just spicing it
So
up. Go ahead.
their
No, no, no.
margaritas
Well-
are not pre-made. They make it scratch right there, shake it, and everything. Fucking
Is it pretty good?
Fuck yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's all original ingredients. So yeah, it's all handshaking, and for $5, you can't beat that.
And you're right. I can't hang with that shit either. So
Yeah.
I mean,
tough. It's
Ti,
tough.
I know you can talk about drinks.
It's,
but
a bunch of fancy words I don't understand over there.
Food.
Well, you know,
Shaking.
shaking. Yeah, you lost me at shaking.
If you guys have not caught on to this over the years, Ti is probably the most pickiest eater that I've ever met.
It's not boring though.
If
It's
I'm
fine.
missing a finger on one hand, I can name off everything that Ti would like.
Oh man, I think
Not true. Okay, so what do we got on the what do
Okay.
we got today? Okay, so for Father's Day,
Let's
we talked about
let's finish
Day.
Father's Day. So that's a weird tradition. That's funny though. I like that. That's a cool tradition. Yeah.
We usually just do a cookout, so we probably, hopefully, if the weather permits, we'll be having a cookout.
was it supposed to rain tomorrow?
Originally, it was. I haven't looked back today, but originally they said it was. But I'm gonna just go and say it will.
I think
not.
we'll be okay. What are you throwing on the grill there, buddy?
Oh man, we're gonna do some hamburgers, some hot dogs, and throw on some kind of chicken.
Oh,
Oh, the
man,
chicken.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you throw on the grill, dude?
Oh, let's see. I went to Christman's and I bought some of that. I
Wow.
asked them for their specific sausage that they sell at the local barbecues, and
Okay.
that's what they got me.
All right, there you go.
So I want to
Pacific
do
sausage.
that with a little pico de gallo and put it in a
Oil?
tortilla,
Oh, tortilla.
and then on the other side get some barbecue and throw it in a slice of bread, some Texas toast, right? Ti.
Ooh, that is one of Ti's favorites.
Mm.
Texas
My. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to cook out, or I don't know what they have planned for me, which is usually nothing. I always have to come out and like, oh, no,
You have to put your own plans together.
take me to the pizza place.
Oh, there you go. At least you got
I
some.
wish
pizza.
Showbiz was still open. I would go there.
Showbiz.
Yeah.
Nah, man, those kids. There's gonna be crazy ass kids there, dude.
That was years ago. How do you know? You were one of the crazy ass
Dude,
kids.
No, I mean, like, there's still been showbiz.
Nah, you just seen enough stories like of motherfuckers getting in fights and shooting each other at showbiz.
Oh, no,
And
that's
Chuck E.
that's
Cheese.
Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Okay, Chuck E. Cheese. I was thinking, okay,
I lump
there was
them all
Showbiz
together.
pizza.
I
Yeah,
lump them all together.
but no, showbiz was smooth. But
it was.
Chuck E. Cheese is the one with all the badass kids. You're like, what the fuck is going on in here, dude? Let's wrap this up. Let's get going.
Fuck you and your mama.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So what do we have planned first there, Ti? Let's see if I got a song for it.
Well, there's a few. Obviously, the biggest stories right now, I think, is you got the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark made her comeback today, and a badass girl at that. Then we got the OKC. Man, it's been one of the best finals that I've seen in years. We were just talking about this before the show. You got OKC, you got Indiana all knotted up at 2-2. Last night's game was a banger.
It was a banger, man. I watched. I was like, "This is a physical ass game."
It was,
They
man.
were like going at each other.
I think they was in the fourth quarter. Halliburton pulled up. It was like 3 or 4 minutes left. He shot a 3, made it, and I was surprised. I was like, that's only the third 3-pointer they've made this game. So obviously, like Joe said, man, they was going at it. They was a lot of there were so many drives in that game. So many people
Yeah.
driving to the basket.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of fouls though either. So it was good defense.
That's why I was thinking it was so physical because like they weren't calling the fouls.
No,
they were letting them
they
play.
let some shit go.
Yeah,
they did
they
let
were
some
letting them
shit go.
play.
So I think we start off with I think we'd talk about that series a little bit, break it down, right? OKC rather.
Spit it
The
out,
Okies.
Tony, spit
Well,
it
they
out.
call them the Okies. If you live there, you know they call them the Okies.
Do they?
I have never
Now
heard
they
such
do.
a thing.
Now they do. The Okie
I-
Thunder. The
I
Okie
know a little
Thunder.
bit of history of Oklahoma and why they call it the Sooners. I've been down there a couple of times. I have never heard that.
It's
That's
an,
cool.
It's an insider thing. So the Okie
Oh,
Thunder,
okay.
I believe they won the first game, right? They did not. You're right. Joe, take it away. What happened in the
See,
first game?
Are you sure you want to talk about this?
I might.
No, they lost the first game on a last-second shot by Teleburton or whatever. What's his Halliburton?
Mm,
Oh, I love that fish.
you're right. Yeah,
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 that's a
yeah.
good fish.
He hit it with 0.3 seconds left.
Yes, so that's how they won the first game.
Oh, that was badass.
And then the Thunder won, and then the Pacers won.
They stole one in then they stole one
But
in
now
OKC.
the Thunder has the home court advantage back because they won one in Indiana.
Yep.
So now it's 2-2. Do they play tomorrow?
No, they might or the next day. But I'll tell you this. So OKC made a big
Good one.
adjustment in this game, right? But they did. They made a big adjustment in this game, right? So prior to this, they played SGA. He played pretty much the whole game, right? And then so at the end of the game, he was getting tired. This game, they kept taking him out. They gave him a lot of rest so that he could come in at the end of the game, and he absolutely fucking took over at the end of that game.
Oh, yeah.
I think at one point when they was coming back, like he had 9 straight points that brought him back.
Well, hold on. I'll give you a little stat, a little factoid. He scored the last 11 points, the last 3 minutes of the game, which was the most in the last 3 minutes of any NBA final game in like 50 years or something. Like that.
More than Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, they said like 50 years. So
You heard it here. SGA is the new GOAT.
I don't know about that,
Yeah,
but
we
he's
don't
pretty
know about
good.
that,
He's the MVP. He's pretty good. You know where he's from? Anybody? No.
Oh,
Sorry, say his
Are
name
you
again?
are you gonna ruin it for us and say he's from
Say his name again.
Lee Summit?
Nah.
Okay,
no,
good.
No.
What's
Just
his
say
name?
it, motherfucker. Kansas City, Kansas.
What was
Kansas
his
City,
name
Missouri.
again? What was his name
No.
again?
He's from Canada.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
I asked you for
God.
his name.
Like we were gonna guess he was from Canada. Terrible. Cool. That was a terrible
I
trick
can't say
question.
I just can say his 3 initials. I always get them wrong anyway.
SGA. Yes. So, but you know what? You know what lost that game for Indiana last night? Free throws.
They had
Free
yeah,
throws.
Yeah,
They had that guy. I felt so bad for him. They had that guy, 86% free throw shooter.
he missed both.
He got on the line at the end of the game. He missed 3 in a row.
Oh,
He missed at 3 in a row. So they didn't have a chance after that,
those are important.
especially in a game where you're only hitting a few threes. So yeah, I feel like now they say that OKC all of a sudden is a big favorite. I don't know about that, right? Because again, it came down to free throws, in my opinion. I still see it as a fucking coin toss, dude. But I will say this: if you haven't been watching it, I think you should if you want to watch some good finals basketball. Finally, I feel like we got some good basketball again.
So, what would be the bets for the ending?
Well, I would. We can text Risky Ray, and whatever bet he makes, we can do the opposite, and we'll be winners.
Exactly.
We'll be winners. Yes. Oh, Risky. He's still in a slump. Imagine that.
Still in a slump. You talked to
Uh,
Risky Ray, it sounds like, huh? Still slumping out there, huh?
Yeah. He's
You think you would just lie and said you won? I mean, less people were there to see you make the bet, or you just don't talk about it. I don't know. But no, you talk about.
I'm
your
sure there's a lot
losses.
of that he doesn't tell us, but there's just I don't know. We'll get it. Well, I'll tell you all about it off air, but
Speaking of Indiana, right? Indiana Fever, which funny enough, I'm more excited to talk about that than the NBA Finals.
yes.
But I've been
And-
trying to watch all the games this year.
I don't know. Somebody begs to differ.
Oh, is that a Falcon?
Yeah, that's Falcon song.
Oh man.
I agree, T. She brings something different to the WNBA. Not to take it away from the other girls, but young ladies. But athletes. But she just brought something back in and brought the excitement in what they needed. They needed that spark, and And I watched the game today, and man, I'm glad she's back because when she was injured, I was watching her games, but
The
she's
fever,
just-
yeah.
but she's just sitting on the bench, and it's just not. It wasn't this, of course.
I'll tell you this: when we saw her sitting on the bench, I feel like we definitely got a glimpse of her future, man. The way she was out there supporting her team, like it's just kind of in her DNA, right? She was out there, kind of doing some directing from time to time, and just being really supportive. So, and there's some other stories that kind of broke on that. There's like, yeah, we're seeing it right now. She's probably surefire going to be one of the better coaches after her career.
Right. So I think Waltz kind of hit it on the nail on the head when he was like, she just brings something extra. She brought up when she was in college. She brought up college basketball. Everybody was excited to watch Iowa, and
She came out of nowhere. Did you guys know about her like in her freshman year?
Not in her freshman year. I think
Right?
her sophomore year, I started hearing about her, and her junior year definitely was.
Yeah.
I just happened to be flicking through the channels and I saw her, and then she was popping threes like out of nowhere. Like,
yeah. So there was a moment that kind of catapulted her, right? Because you had somebody that was hot that people were watching, right? But she wasn't as big on the national spotlight, obviously, as she is now, or when they got to the college, to the finals in college, right? So
what was that called?
You fucking tell me, man. I'm having a moment, but help a brother out.
March
So-
Madness?
The March Madness, buddy. Yep. The
Oh,
brackets.
I didn't know if that's what you was looking for. What do they call the final game though? The championship game, right?
Yeah. it's just a championship
Okay,
game.
so I
Yeah.
thought I said that. Okay, cool.
No.
I don't- she never played in the championship game, did she? Oh,
She
no,
did,
her
yeah.
junior year she did.
Yeah. And
yeah.
they lost to how do you not know
LSU.
this? This is
LSU.
the game she lost to Angel Reese.
Yeah.
Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese did the
Well,
famous little fucking bullshit
Yeah,
to
yeah.
her.
Well, Angel Reese ain't beating her too many times now.
No,
No, she's been
they're
swept.
on completely different.
At least this year she's been
planes.
swept so
They're-
far.
They're both going different directions.
As a matter of fact, without Caitlin Clark, the Fever kicked their ass.
Yes.
The
But-
Vegas team's ass.
yes,
and
yes, by
that was
like
what
20 some
and then
points.
Reese only scored, I think, one,
Right.
maybe 2 points.
But
She's
here's where
not
I
a
was going
scorer.
with that. I got lost in the wilderness. But here's where I was going with that, right? So the moment that happened when she was in college, right? She kind of had some eyes on her, right? People were starting to pay attention,
Uh-huh.
and they had this big game, and they call it the shot, right? Where she came down, she fucking just pulled up like halfway between the 3-point line and like where half court was, and just banged it, right? To win the game. But it was what she did after. The way she celebrated it with swagger was the fucking moment that she became that big fucking story. And then after that, all the eyes started coming in on her. So that's what happened.
Well, I
Good.
mean,
Good.
But she definitely raised up college basketball. She got in the WNBA, and she struggled a little bit at first, but now she's raising that up. I mean, she came back today. She had 32, 9, and 8. I
32,
mean,
9 and 8. Your first
yeah.
game back after being out, what,
Yeah.
5 games? They went 2 and 3 without her.
I think she was out for a couple weeks. I think.
Five games.
5 games.
Yep.
So yeah, man, she's just something else to watch. I mean, it's just, and really, she's. I think the WNBA has gotten better since the beginning, but man, Caitlin Clark's really taking it to the next level. She's really bringing that league up. And I know like some people hate that because they think, well, she's not the best player.
Well,
She might
no.
not be the best player, but
If you
she's
look
the
at it
best
on
draw.
paper, maybe not.
Hey, but not only did she go 32 points, right? 9 rebounds, 8 assists. I think that was the stat line.
Mhm.
She handed the Liberty their first loss. They're now 9-1. They came into
Yeah.
this game 9-0,
Yep.
dominating. And not only did they hand
Sabrina?
them their first loss, right? They beat them. What was it? 102 to 88. So
I don't know. We must have just pissed someone off because we had 2 likes and now we're back to 1.
oh, well.
It was an accident. Whoopsies.
So
No,
I was like,
it's-
I don't
it's-
like what you said.
it's a
They're
new-
like, I'm going to take my life back.
It's a new way of
That was awesome.
dissing you because there's no dislike, right? So you can go in there
Do
and like
and
it
then
and then take it back.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Okay,
That's true.
we got it. We got it. Thank you. 12th viewer. But no,
Oh, there's 11 people watching. Maybe Saturdays is a better day to turn on.
Yeah, and I was
oh
doing
man, I'm
nothing
busy.
today.
I don't know. Friday night sounds good.
Yeah.
There's the like back. Thank you.
Oh, see, thank you.
Thank you.
That was me.
Yeah, so you're watching. There you go. There's number
we
3.
so we got 10.
Awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe to your Astro Boys, local sports, and all kinds of other knickknacks out there. So yeah, WNBA doing well. There's talk about professional women's softball teams going out there, and we're looking at trying to get one there. So that would have been fucking awesome if we could get one. But you know what, T-Mobile Stadium, they don't need an ongoing sports team to keep themselves going.
Yeah, T-Mobile, they have all kinds of stuff going on in there.
I know. It's
There's, like,
it's
constant-
unfortunate for us because we want something like that, but I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
we could. I don't know. Is there somewhere else we can look at?
Maybe so.
Or-
Maybe so. Hey, real quick, guys. We actually, I don't know if you guys knew this. We have a few new sponsors, and
Okay.
we got a few ad drops we're going to be doing today, and we're just
I
going to kind of
like it.
sprinkle them without. So here's our
I
first
like
one,
it.
right? This episode is brought to you. This episode of the Ad Astro Boys is powered by Turbo Sleep, the first energy drink designed to knock you the fuck out. With 300 milligrams of melatonin, a splash of NyQuil, just enough lavender to make your grandma blush. Turbo Sleep helps you nap like a toddler after a Chuck E. Cheese meltdown.
Do you have a sample of this?
Need to avoid awkward conversations, work meetings, Chiefs postgame or Royals postgame depression? Slam a code Turbo Sleep and hit that REM in record time. Turbo Sleep for when life's too loud and you got nothing left to give. Now available in 3 knockout flavors: Pillow Punch, Coma Cola, and Bedtime Berry. Turbo Sleep.
Coca-Cola?
Crack one open and pass the fuck out.
What's going on?
No, dude.
And that is
He just did a
our-
live read, which
Hey,
it
Turbo
started,
Sleep,
it
bitch.
started a little shaky, but then he really rocked that live read right there, buddy.
There we go. Turbo Sleep.
Did you know about this?
I didn't know about that. What are you talking about? Do you have
What
samples?
was that all about?
Do you have samples
Well,
of this,
we're-
this Turbo Sleep?
I'm gonna. We got the samples coming. We're gonna have them next week. We're gonna try them out live on the show.
Oh, we're gonna be all knocked out. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll have another live read here in a little bit. Tony Hannah's knocking
Somewhere
them
in the
out, buddy.
show.
I don't know what that was all about, but I'm watching you.
He's like, I'm mad that I didn't come
I
up
don't-
with something like that.
No, no.
I think so.
No,
I think there's a little jealousy there, but it's okay.
we're
you
up
know?
at 15, and then when you said that, we're down to 9. So I don't know, man. I don't know where that came
That's
from.
not true.
So,
Okay.
so women's sports. Was that what we were doing? Kind of transitioning.
Oh, we were transitioning.
You know, so we did. I felt like, did you watch the game, the Fever game, by the way?
I did not.
missed it, but
I
I,
did
saw
not
the
watch
stat
it.
line.
I watched
so-
it today.
You did.
Yeah, she looked really good. Caitlin Clark looked like she never even missed a step. Sabrina looked good. It was going back and forth for a while, and
That's what we're looking for. Keep talking. Shit.
I'm trying to. The Fever was down pretty much the first half, but only by a few points. But then she was popping some fucking threes, and she looked like she always looked. And there was a moment of time where, what's her name? The other tall girl. Fuck, I forgot what her name was. I always wanted to say Sue Bird, but she doesn't even play anymore. But anyways, it was a moment where she popped a 3 right in that girl's ass, and then they were just kind of friendly, kind of pushing each other, smiling. That's the way it's supposed to be. They're having fun out there, not knocking each other down. Oh, by the way, did you see the 3-on-3 today?
I did not.
The big three.
The big 3?
No, they came back.
I didn't know
out?
they were still doing it.
Yeah, they're still doing it. So got into a big old fucking fight. What's his name? Clark. It
Ice
was
Cube?
Damon Clark. No, the one always claims he was Superman.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. You know how fucking
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's such an
I
ass.
could see him getting in the middle.
With another dude, I think his name was Anderson or something, but he was an old school cat too, man. That dude don't fuck around. I don't care how tall you are. They were like jawing at each other. I'm like, what's going on here? I happened to be flicking through the channels, and then they're in the crowd.
Fighting each other or fighting the crowd?
I thought maybe a player was going after somebody in the crowd, like did a whole what's his name?
Ron
Meta,
Artest, yeah.
meta deal,
He did the whole
Um,
world piece after that, but
So nobody was saying anything. The commentators weren't saying shit. I was like, what's going on here?
Malice at the Palace.
And then they show the rapper.
Ice Cube.
He's just sitting there like this, like
Oh yeah, he's
Looking
like
up.
this is like this ratings.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
ratings,
he's just shaking his
Alright,
head,
get
like
that.
laughing, whatever.
This is what we needed.
Finally, they pull them
Yeah.
apart, and I see the replay, and they're just jawing at each other. And then finally, they're like, no punches were thrown. They're just more like tugging, like holding each other. And then they
Yeah.
fell into the crowd, and then people in the crowd like, okay, get off my fucking lap, bro. Yeah. So that was a mess.
So speaking of the big three, Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson had like a one-on-one big deal here lately.
like a fight.
What, they're going to play
No.
one-on-one?
Well, they played one-on-one. They were like talking shit. It was like if you watch some of the back and forth between them, it was like it was pretty intense.
Did
So-
you watch it?
What do you mean,
Yeah.
like on YouTube? Like they just did their own shit, or
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
it
no.
was it the 3-on-3 and they said
It
let
was-
them play?
I think they both play in the big three, but this was like they had like they got into it with each other. And they're like, well, fuck it, let's play one-on-one for like $100,000. So
There you go.
yeah.
Better than fighting.
Yeah, so Michael Beasley won, but they said that Michael Beasley is like one of the best one-on-one players ever. Like,
Yeah, can you close that over there? I'm trying to look at the chat. Can you close that thing, whatever that thing is?
Oh, that's an odd request right in the middle of the show, but sure, Ti.
Well, people were chatting and I can't see nothing.
Okay.
CC's biggest fan. Oh yeah,
Oh, here's the.
we're huge fans of Clayton.
Oh, this
Remember
guy.
Remember Clayton Carter?
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
remember Clayton Carter from
Clayton
school?
Carter.
Yeah.
Clayton Carter.
Clayton
I do
Clark.
know him.
Yeah, she's amazing. All right.
Clayton Clark.
Well, I do have a little bit more NBA news.
All right.
Yeah. So the New York Knicks fired their head coach Tom Thibodeau, but they tried to talk to numerous other head coaches.
Oh yeah.
and have been told no by Jason Kidd, by Quinn Snyder, who's Udoka from the Rockets.
I don't know what
Chris
Jason
Finch.
Kidd said no, but Nico said no.
Oh no, all these people said no.
And he's
We're-
trying to dish you on your resources.
I mean,
Did he say no or not?
they
Oh no,
all
no.
said
Sorry.
no.
Okay. All right. So fuck it. Jason Kidd said no. I just
They all said no.
there you go.
So it's just like, oh man, it feels like they fired Tom Thibodeau, and then they're like, oh, we're just gonna go hire whoever we want. And
Yeah.
No.
apparently that's not. I mean,
Let me tell you something about sports venues in New York.
yeah,
They're a little difficult. Nobody wants to coach the Knicks, and they do, but there's something up with that organization. And I don't know,
So
man.
they just
Probably look
lost.
at the ownership.
they just fired the coach that has got him the furthest possible in the last 25
Yeah,
years.
I don't understand.
Weren't they
that.
just in
I
the
don't.
playoffs?
Because here's the thing.
in
Here's the thing.
in the East Coast, Eastern
You
Conference
guys
championship
had a
game.
good team, but you guys didn't have a team that was equipped to beat the fucking Indiana Pacers. You just did it, in my opinion. Now that I've been watching the Indiana Pacers, Jalen Brunson isn't enough, man.
right.
With him as the star, I hate to say it because he don't have the size. Like it's just not enough in today's NBA, man. It is very competitive, in my opinion, right now. Probably at any other time ever in the NBA, it is probably the most competitive right now. Where it's hard to say that there's going to be for the next 5 years like this dominant team out there, right? I
feel like there's a lot of young kids coming up, and like,
Yeah,
I don't know who's going to take over.
That's
like,
why
for-
it's exciting right now. I think, I don't follow NBA too much, but I've noticed that it's not your typical Celtics. It's not your typical Lakers. Like back in the day, remember when we were growing up, it was always the Bulls and the Pistons, and there was always the same teams. But you got the
Celtics.
Trailblazers and
It was a hell of a
Yeah.
good time back then.
what's
by
up
the
with
way.
the Pelicans? Come on, Pelicans, it's your time.
I would say Oklahoma City, like they're set up for a few years of a good run.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yes, but
yeah.
there's like so many the Cavaliers, they didn't do shit in the playoffs, but they were the number one seed. They have a lot of young players.
Yeah, so
the
they're still
Houston
coming. They're still
Rockets.
coming.
There's a lot of young teams, man, that are going to come up. And it's so like you said, it's not that just that one team no more. Like all these teams, and it's a very good mix in the NBA
Yeah.
right now.
So I wouldn't have fired that Thibodeau because one, you're everybody's surprised that you even went this far with the team that you had. You know why? Because it was good coaching. Two, all you got to do is give this guy a chance. Give him the 3-4 years to build around your one player. Just give him some tools, and then you can make it as far as OKC and whatever. I don't know. Are they cursed? Are the Knicks just cursed? When was the last time? Have they ever won a championship?
Here's what I would say. So,
I think in the 70s was the last time they won a championship.
so you obviously know more about it, maybe, but so have they even talked about a replacement, or do they? Well, I guess it's the offseason; they don't have to yet. But
oh no, they're talking about replacements. I just told you everybody they try to talk to.
oh, that I know. So they haven't nailed down a name outside of that, so they're not going interim for now. Like nobody.
Maybe
is
call
No,
it.
no, they're going someone totally outside. But
outside. Okay,
even like,
that's weird.
they
That's weird.
they contacted Jay Wright, and he said, "Nah, man, I ain't coming back."
I think that's a
dude."
dumb move.
It's hard. It's hard to coach any sports venue in New York, man. They're pretty tough.
Hey, but before we do move on from basketball, the thing that I did forget to bring up, right? Game one of this finals, which is unfortunate because it was a hell of a game, was the worst. Had the worst ratings since I think they said like '88 or something. And I looked this up. Oklahoma City is the 47th TV market, so that's not great. And then you got Indianapolis is the 25th TV market.
Yeah, no, they did not want to see Oklahoma City versus Indiana
For that reason, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad that this is the finals that happened, because initially I kind of wanted New York, but actually I'm glad that it's now these two teams, because there's no way New York would have been as competitive with the OKC Thunder, I don't think. And then the last thing I'll say is, dude, Siakam deserves a shout out.
Yeah, Siakam is.
Oh my
baller,
God!
dude.
Like
That
that
is a
dude is
baller.
the young sung hero. He does so many things, right? He's it's almost like Dennis Rodman, but he could he had in last night's game, I think in the first half, he had like 5 steals in the first fucking half, right? Not only that, the game before, he was just diving, getting the crucial balls, getting the crucial rebounds, making the crucial passes, the plays. And then I will say this for the other side. The other unsung hero is Caruso. He fucking balled last night in some very crucial moments and defense.
I have a stat on Caruso that I was going to wait for it real quick, but since you brought his name up, he is the only person ever in NBA history to have multiple 20-point games in an NBA Finals after not having one 20-point game in the regular season.
That's fucking amazing because the dude shows up when it's fucking time, dude. He's a fucking gamer.
And back when the Lakers won the championship in the bubble, he was
Caruso was a big part of that.
He was a fucking
big
baller.
Part of it.
Yeah, man. So, Alex Caruso. He doesn't look like a basketball player, but that dude can straight ball.
Yep. And I will say this, So what's been getting the person that's been given Indiana the chance to win is Siakam, and that's been the X factor for sure.
I think it's more. So I don't know. Did we talk about this last time when they won the Eastern Conference and Halliburton thought he was going to be the MVP?
Yeah, and we talked about it.
Did we talk about on the show or did we talk about in between?
No, we talked about it on the show.
Okay. Well, then I won't bring it. So one last NBA topic I want to talk about is the KD trade.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
So I mean, he hasn't been traded yet, but he's on the trade. But he's getting traded for sure.
I tell you what, if I'm an NBA organization, I don't care. I don't want him on my fucking team. Nowhere near it.
That's what I'm saying. 1,000%. Why are you gonna give up first round draft picks for this washed up dude?
Look, they gave that dude. Hurt. Yeah, they tried to give that dude every opportunity to go win titles, even after he went to Golden State when they was the fucking shit. So of course they're gonna win. I don't give him credit for that. I honestly don't. But they put him in other winning positions, right? They put him with great fucking teammates. The guy just don't have it.
Yeah. So after Golden State, he went to Nets. That blew up, and they gave him all kinds of players. They had Harden. Who else? It was Harden, him, and Kyrie Irving.
Dude, they was
sent him to the Suns, man. They had a baller team out there. It just didn't work. And wherever he goes now, it's not going to work. I wouldn't.
It's not.
If I could get him on the cheap, I would do it. But I'm not giving you a bunch of first round draft picks and all that. Nah, man. Like. I'll take them, but I'm not giving up much.
Yeah, exactly. So do we have any more on basketball or?
That's all I had.
I do have one more thing on basketball, right? So, and this kind of goes into, so we might kick around some ideas, right? There's some new segments we could potentially be doing on some upcoming shows. One of them could be sports what ifs, the multiverse edition, right? So if we did it each week, we would pose a what if scenario and play it out like a Marvel multiverse. That's dumb. So anyways, we're gonna do one this week, and here's the question, right? This is a what if. What if, this is a great one too. Gotcha. What if Scottie Pippen played with Dominique Wilkins instead of Michael Jordan?
So you're saying that he wouldn't be would he be a top 50 NBA player?
Who?
Scottie Pippen.
Still, yes.
You think he'd still be a top 50 player?
Absolutely. Probably ranked even higher.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you why.
I want to say no.
So here's okay. So what do you say to that? Well, and I got some follow-ups to that.
I would say I think he'd still be a good, maybe even a Hall of Famer.
Okay. So
I don't think he'd be a top 50, because he was in the top 50.
Yeah. But here's the real question. If Scottie Pippen played with Dominique Wilkins instead of Michael Jordan, how many titles does Jordan win, and how many titles does Pippen win?
I think Pippen still wins 0, because I think the Hawks ain't gonna win shit. That team was not winning shit, dude.
Because they didn't have a Scottie Pippen.
I don't think Dominic Wilkins. I mean, he was a great player, but he was not the guy that's going to win championships.
So watch this. Who did Dominique Wilkins have as? Who was his best supporting player?
The only other player that I can think of that played on that team was Kevin Willis.
Yeah, and he was old as fuck.
And Spud Webb.
He was like 5'3". Right?
So yeah, but
I don't know. I think it's a good question.
I think it's a great question. And on the other side, I think Michael Jordan still wins some championships, but not 6.
Not six.
Not 6.
Not
man.
6. Not 6.
I think it's a good point. I think I think Scottie Pippen would have won more than Michael Jordan.
I agree,
because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan was the team to beat. That's the duo to beat. Everybody else were were utility players, Paxton or whatever. But yeah, I agree with Ti. I think if Scottie Pippen would have went to another team, it would have been different. Another star like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, as great as he is, and
he was selfish and he demanded the ball out.
No, yeah, but but Scottie Pippen did a lot every single game.
Oh yeah, dude. Like Scottie Pippen was a key.
Yeah.
Key.
So you
person
take
in
away
that.
that one key person, and what do you got? Bill Cartwright.
And then but then you put him with Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins was the person that they tried to compare to Michael Jordan back in the day, right?
So
having somebody
apparently-
like Scottie Pippen, would that have elevated Dominique?
Okay, so apparently Tony Hanna does not how to spell Caitlin Clark's name. Sorry about that. Well,
Thank you, Stru.
yes. Thank you for the correction.
Will.
We love it. We love it. Anytime we can dog on Ti,
That's okay.
we're
We'll fix it
gonna
after
take,
the
we're gonna
show.
take that
Well,
opportunity.
She's got a twin.
Oh, she got a twin. does she?
No, she doesn't.
No.
No. All right. I was trying to stick up for
Okay.
Ti.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Should
all
have
right.
just
You should
not
have
said
known
it.
It's with the, it's with the
Yeah.
an I. Is it?
I think the guy. I think he's correct.
Why don't we just? Is it? Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I think he's correct. I think Ti is incorrect.
Yeah, I think he is correct.
Yes.
Because I actually noted it. I noticed it last week and fixed it, and then I did it again this week.
All right. Did you want to do that other little segment you were talking about, or are you done with the?
Did you have another question? Because that was a pretty good one. I like that question.
Oh, I mean, okay, so we could do one more for the
What ifs?
What ifs? What if Kareem Hunt was never? Yeah. What if Kareem Hunt never kicked that girl?
this is a Ti favorite right here, dude. This is a Ti
What if-
favorite.
Yeah, and here's the question: would they have won? And here's where my head goes as soon as we say that.
Okay.
Would they have won that game against Tom Brady to go to the
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl in Patrick Mahomes' first year as a starter?
Yeah.
But remember why we
I
even
say
lost?
hell
It was
fucking yes.
it was because of a flag.
It
right?
was because of a flag, but if
It
we
was an
would have had,
offsides.
but if we
or-
would have had Kareem Hunt, the game wouldn't have been that close, and I don't think it would have came down to that. That's just what I'm saying.
So I think that question has more to do with Kareem Hunt's career because we were fine without him.
I like where you're
We
going.
won a lot of games. We won Super Bowls. We've been to Super Bowls. That whole thing that was Kareem Hunt's career. Now he's doing okay and this and that, but I think if he would never would have kicked that girl, or even better, or not, I don't know about, or even think about this, if that wasn't caught on camera, he would have stayed with the Chiefs. He'd have had a great career. He'd have made much more money, more fame.
He was at his prime at that time.
He was fucking balling out.
He catch the ball. He was a beast. I mean, we used him three,
Yes.
4 times every single possession. We got a question with Damian Robinson going back to the NBA. So if you send Pippen to the Hawks, and who does Michael Jordan get as a replacement for Scott? So then, okay, that's a good question. So now we that was a good question. Now we remove Pippen, and then they go on win championships, right? But now think about it. Now who would be the new Scottie Pippen for Michael
Not that
Jordan?
it would necessarily be this new Scottie Pippen. It's like who would be the next person that would have to try to step up because there's not going to be another Scottie Pippen, right? So who was on that team? Like who would have to step up more that was already on the team?
I mean, Horace
Right.
Grant was on that team.
Horace
Yeah,
Grant.
he was
That's who you would have
good.
been stuck with, possibly, right?
I mean, they would have had to done something to try to fill that void. Because obviously, before Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan wasn't winning playoff games. He wasn't. He wasn't
Yeah,
winning. He wasn't
so-
winning
To prove a
playoff
point.
series.
To
So,
prove a
so,
point.
so maybe what Damian Robinson could be asking is like, think back to like who were the other players in free agency that they might have tried to pull over to be that guy, the Robin to the Batman, right, for the Bulls. I'm trying to think of like who all the other players were back then.
I mean,
but-
like they had Tony Kukoc. I mean, he was pretty.
well, they got
solid.
him. Yeah. So they did. Yeah. You know what? I don't think they do, man. I just don't think they do because at that time there wasn't any other team that had 2 players that was as good as Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. It just worked out in their favor. So, and here's the other thing: does Dennis Rodman ever go there? I don't think Dennis Rodman goes to the Bulls if Pippen wasn't there.
Oh man, because he
I
was,
don't
but
know.
he
How-
was, but
What,
he
what
was
were the
recruited.
conditions that he went to?
He was
the Bulls?
recruited by Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Michael Jordan
I
called
stand
him
corrected.
and called. But does Michael Jordan make that call if they're not in the same position? You know, because obviously
Well,
without
maybe
Scotty,
he needs him more now.
obviously without Scotty, they're not in the positions like all we're doing trying to win championships. All we're doing trying to win championships.
Mm.
So man, that was a good question, man. I liked it, and I definitely think without Scotty, Michael Jordan does not win 6 championships. Like maybe 1 or 2.
You got something else, Ti?
I'm with that. What are you talking about? Some possible new segments? You want to go down that route, or we want to?
No. Any other
the
questions?
what ifs?
Yeah, what ifs? Or did you have that new segment you were talking about?
Oh, there's a we're so we got a new segment we're definitely going to be doing. We're not ready for it this week, but we got a new segment coming up called "Who Gets the Smoke."
Oh, there you go. That's what I was waiting for.
That's the one. Yep.
Who gets the smoke?
Yeah. So, but we don't have that one today, right? But we do have. We could do like the drunk bar argument of the week. Right?
The drunk
So,
bar argument.
Who wins in a
Ken
fight? Right?
Fuck Ken has to be here for that one, dude.
Yeah,
for
you're
sure,
right. But
dude.
we'll do that one real quick. Who wins in a fight?
Okay.
Brock Lesnar
Okay.
or a pissed off Ray Lewis?
I'm just gonna say Brock Lesnar because I mean that dude's fucking massive.
Yeah.
And even though I think Ray Lewis is a bad boy too, I mean
I'm going Ray Lewis, man.
You think
Ray Lewis, dude, he just got that raw fucking.
He can't use a gun all the time. Hey,
Hey, I would never talk shit to Ray Lewis's face, but I mean,
No, you know what?
he
I
did,
like Ray
hey,
Lewis, but
when
yeah,
when the shit came down, he snitched quick.
yeah.
He
I'll say this.
snitched quick.
I'll say this. Brock Lesnar. I truly is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock
but
Lesnar.
yeah,
He's a fucking.
He's a professional
He's
fighter.
a professional fighter. Pound
And
for
that dude's just fucking massive. And he's
Yeah.
fucking on steroids. He got to be on steroids, right?
Ooh. I got another good drunk bar argument of the week. Could Waltz score 1 point in a WNBA game?
Fuck no. What are you talking about?
No. Everybody just calm down. Everybody just calm down because just listen. Okay. Let's see. That's a good question. Now, who am I going against?
Hey, you're playing against the Chicago Sky and you're going directly up against Angel Reese.
Is this Waltz? Is this
Is she
Casey
meeting
Waltz
me
now?
Hey, you know
Or
what?
is this Casey Waltz when he's 25?
Hey.
'Cause I don't think it's
You
too
know
much
what?
difference, but okay.
Angel Reese is throwing that shit. Get that shit out of here.
I'm going to say yes, me. I can score a point.
You know, you might get fouled. You might be able to get yourself
dude.
fouled and eke out a free throw in there.
Yeah, it's just a girl that's fucking throwing your shit, dude, into the stands.
Someone's going to have to put a screen on there. I don't know. They're going to be cheating somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, so to give a shit, tell us what you think about the new segment idea, the what ifs multiverse, right? And then that last one was the drunk bar argument of the week. The last 2 examples we went through, I like the last one better.
I like them.
All right, we have one more.
Your
we could
first
kick
one
around.
was a really good question, though. Dude. That was awesome. I liked it. You thought that one out, and I'm good with that one.
Yeah.
Dude.
So we do have one more segment we can kind of talk about, but first, we have another ad. This episode is sponsored by Sloppy Joe's Legal Services, the only law firm where the sauce is thick and the arguments are sloppy. Did you hear? Did your fantasy football league dissolve over a disputed waiver claim? Did your neighbor accidentally draft Patrick Mahomes in a dynasty league? Or did your boss schedule a meeting during the game? Sloppy Joe's team of underqualified, overconfident paralegals will slop together a lawsuit faster than your Aunt Kathy at a potluck. Aggressive barbecue mix.
So
Sloppy Joe's Legal Services will fight your case with ground beef and
Can we make this a little? I like him because he's a little shorter.
Well, yeah, you know, I'm sorry.
You like them?
Hey, here's
I
the thing.
do,
Here's
I
the
do,
thing.
but
When you get a
shorter.
new sponsor, you read what they
Shorter.
send you. They said, read this shit.
So I will say I already sponsor Sloppy Joe's because it's on the back of my jersey for the red shirts.
Yeah, for the red shirt softball team that we play on. Yes,
Sloppy
I
Joe.
put that on his jersey. I put Texas Toast on his jersey. Those are long stories. Now we can make them short.
All right, but we'll kick back to another idea for a segment.
So
Who would you? Oh, go ahead, Joe.
No, did you see that Monica said that
Yeah.
Diego?
I
Diego
saw
was
that.
like, he's like, this is my show. This is the
Yeah.
Wiggle Show, baby.
I saw it earlier, so I wrote it down thinking Monica had said it. And
That's
I was
good.
like, yeah, okay, I can remind everybody about the Wiggle Show coming up. But sure, all right.
Wiggle
Hey,
Show coming up
Diego was
soon.
reminding you, hey man, we got that Wiggle Show coming up, dude. Don't be trying to forget.
Diego Joshua Navarro just graduated about a couple weeks ago. Congratulations to my son, Diego Joshua
All
Navarro.
right.
Man,
Yes,
that's
sir.
What you
Hey,
got, Tia?
Hey, Diego was the star, man. Hey, Diego was running it. Yep.
No, the star was Casey Walsh's mom, dude. She was dancing it down.
Yeah, dancing over here with Ti.
you know,
T.I. got on
cutting
the
her
dance
rug.
floor. She wore Ti out, dude.
I've been known to, hey, look,
He had to go take a break.
I've been known to cut a rug. I've been known to cut a rug. You know,
I mean, no, you look good out there, bro.
hey,
You did.
hey, you notice she didn't come up to the table and ask anybody else.
Yeah,
'cause she knows
no.
y'all can't dance. I'm just playing.
You look good.
No,
dude.
because she
You
knows I
did.
can't keep up.
There you go. There
And
you
I
go.
told you
Yeah.
to. I said, you're going to have to cut that shit short, man, because she's going to keep on.
Hey,
Hey, and I
T.I.
told-
came over. He's like, "Well, my legs hurt."
Dude, because I said, and we actually talked about this last week. I inadvertently picked probably the longest song of the night. I didn't know that it was going to go on for 6 fucking minutes.
Third verse, same as the first.
Right. I was like 2.5 minutes. Like, oh, cool. My legs are burning. It's about to be over. I'm like, nope, it's still going. Shit. 2 minutes later, oh, it's still going. Okay.
Nah, I appreciate you dancing with
Oh
Mama.
man, I always enjoyed
and
dancing
that
with your
birthday-
mom.
That birthday card you gave, the graduation card you gave Diego, we still open it up to the day and dance with it. It's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
Monica sent me that nice message.
Yeah, it
thank
was-
you, Monica.
It was hilarious, man.
yeah,
I mean, every once in a while, T.I. comes through, right? He comes
Yeah.
through.
You
He
Every
comes
once in a
he-
while, other than
he's
he's
a-
sponsored right
he's-
now, I mean, he's coming
sponsors, dude.
along pretty good.
I like the sponsor read. The live reads. They're pretty good. They're a little long.
a little long. The last one might be a little long too, but hey, we got to
Oh,
do it.
no,
You
got
know what?
One more. Dude.
I will tell you, but not yet. You'll like this. The last one is actually a little bit shorter now that I can see. Yeah,
Sweet,
yeah.
sweet. All
It's
right.
this one's a little bit close and personal to us.
So are
Listen.
we ready for this Royals mess, man? Dude, I got some stats that are just
Yeah, let's do it real quick. Let's get it over with.
Oh, hold on.
Sure, why not?
We had one more to ask, right? We was about to say, and then we'll do the Let's Go Royal shit. So the other segment we could potentially do, right, is would you rather have a beer with? So this
Okay.
week we're gonna say, would you rather have a beer with Salvi or George Brett?
Wait, do I have something for that? Let's see.
George
We
Brett.
don't.
I'm saying George Brett. Just because, like, and I've heard that George Brett is an actual asshole in person, but I'd say
George Brett's got some stories.
yeah, and I think it'd be hard to understand Salvi.
Okay. So let's say, for instance, George Brett, because we signed up for this, he's gonna have to sit down and have a beer with you. So he's gonna have to be nice, right? Okay. So then Salvador Perez, his English got a little bit better, but I understand. I mean, I think I would sit down with George Brett because he's harder to come by. Salvador Perez, you can find him at any empanada place or Sunfresh or somewhere.
Yeah, it's not fresh.
But to sit down and have a beer with him though? Ooh, man, I don't know.
That's a
Instead of a
tough
quick
one.
selfie, sit down and have a beer with him and just talk about other shit other than just baseball. Let's talk about.
I think because George Brett always tells all kinds of stories, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one. I think he's the one that you're gonna have that
he's a
fucking good time
storyteller,
with, and fucking.
yeah, and
Because I think Salvi just probably might just look at their like just look at you and smile every now and then.
Thank you, my
nod your
friend.
head.
Hey friend, hey
But I don't
friend,
think-
Thank you, my
hey,
friend.
hey, friend. Tell another
Hey,
story.
friend.
No, you tell
Thank
a
you, my
story,
friend.
Salvi.
That was one time I was
This one time I was chasing a bad pitch.
It's at the big lunch.
Oh, dude.
That is a
We'll talk about that in a second. What time we're still
Thank you, my
talking
friend.
about? We're still talking about the.
Dude, we're not
George
done
Brett
yet.
Salvi.
Sit down, Sally. We're not done yet. Thank you, my friend. No, man. Thank you, my friend.
He's just, like he's trying to have that one beer
Yeah.
and just leave.
No.
I think Salvi won. He
Who's
just had
that
that one
mas?
drink. He's like
Oh,
just
yeah,
one, and he would
thank you,
try to
my
leave.
Get us
Hey.
an empanada.
The
He would
best,
go play pool with his friends that he actually knows.
no, the best English he ever talks is when he says, "Thank you, my friend."
Thank you,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
friend.
So I was gonna say I would pick George Brett for a few reasons. That was actually one of
Mutaka.
them. Like I'm probably gonna understand him a little better, if I get to only choose one, right? 2, he's gonna have more stories, he got the history. And 3, I could tell him about that time that you went to his restaurant and embarrassed us. Yes, about the Texas toast incident. And then we could also tell him about how the waitress spilled her fucking
Water all over my junk. All over
walls.
my junk.
So
Yeah.
that'd be my reason. I'd pick George Brett.
Yeah.
I mean, like George Brett has good stories, but we have good stories too, man.
Yeah.
I can tell him some good ones.
We go
Yeah.
back and forth. I think
Our
we'd be able to
stories-
go
I
back
feel
and
like-
forth.
But think about it. I feel like his stories would be out of my age range. He'd be talking about people that I have no idea who the fuck he's talking about.
Some,
But
but
that
we
could
should
be anybody
know.
because you're not very knowledgeable on very much.
And I'm so young.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I want to ask him about him is like, tell us about Steve Balboni. Like,
You want to know about
like,
Steve Alboni? huh?
here's why. It's like I only want to know is like, was Steve Balboni? Was there any wild stories about Steve Balboni? Right?
No, he's a good man. You know,
Oh,
he
come
stayed
on,
at
he's
home with
always
his
comes
family.
off that way,
No,
yeah.
if
He's
you
like
want-
that one
Hey,
guy. I'd be like, hey,
We
what
got a
about
half a
Steve
beer left.
Balboni?
Anything else?
I say that because I know about Frank White. I know stuff about Willie Wilson.
I was gonna say if you want to know
right?
something about it, it's Willie Wilson.
I know party.
I
That
know
new
shit
party.
about it, but I do know
Yeah.
shit about it. That's my point. Steve Balboni is the guy that I know the least about from that World Series team.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Big Steve
There's
Balboni
Reggie
fan over
White.
here.
Reggie White. Everybody's a big fan of Reggie White nowadays.
Oh yeah, Reggie White, Mr. October.
What are you talking
So-
about? No. Mr. October is Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Oh yeah, they threw me off. They went football for some reason. Where did
what-
Reggie
what-
White come from?
Who went football?
Reggie White's a football player.
He's the one
Oh.
that said Reggie White.
I said
Yeah.
Reggie White.
Well, he's looking at the screen like he was reading it. Why?
No, I don't know where Reggie White came from. No,
Why did you say Reggie White?
So, is that the politician from KCMO?
What's
White?
going on?
I don't know.
Are you on the same podcast?
Yes, the former Royal that everybody hates right now.
Oh, we did have a Reggie White at some point.
No, we had Frank White, motherfucker.
Frank White. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Reggie White was that the
No, Frank White is
Frank White, motherfucker.
right?
Frank White is a county commissioner who's
right.
fucking everything
Yeah.
up and will not get a new stadium
So-
done for KCMO.
So Reggie White was the
That's Frank White, motherfucker.
Reggie White was a football player. He was a defensive.
Okay, everybody,
badass
calm down.
defensive player
We
for the
just
Packers.
established that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, I'll
Frank
calm
White
down. I'll calm down.
was the former Royal player.
Reggie White,
But
played for
Reggie
the
White,
Packers.
yeah, was
He
the
one of
preacher.
greatest of
Yeah.
all time.
Was the preacher from Golly? Oh, Frank White, motherfuckers. Okay, I get it. What were we talking about?
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly, dude.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Hey, this might
so
be the perfect time for our last ad here. This segment
Oh,
is
fuck's
also brought to you by
Yeah.
Waltz Wipes. That's right, Waltz Wipes, the only wet wipe specifically designed for sport talkers who can't back it up. Whether you're bragging about his fantasy win from 2017, calling the Royals a playoff team in May, or saying Rashee Rice is just misunderstood, we've got you covered. Infused with caffeine regret and the faint scent of nacho cheese, Waltz Wipes are durable enough for hot takes and soft enough for cold facts. Waltz Wipes, your clean takes, clean your face, and maybe clean up the softball stat line. Now available in locker rooms, podcast booths, and concession stands near you.
So okay, these sponsors. I noticed that we had a Sloppy Joe, we had a Waltz White. What was the first one? It was a law firm. What was
The first one was Turbo Sleep, designed to knock you
Oh.
the fuck out. And then we
Turbo
had
Sleep.
Sloppy Joe's Legal Services, and then we followed it
Okay.
by
So yours
Waltz-
was the Turbo
Waltz
Sleep?
Wipes. I didn't have one this week.
Oh yeah,
Of course
imagine
you
that.
did.
Imagine that.
of
Imagine
course you
that.
fucking didn't.
I'll let you
yeah.
guys come up with mine.
Okay.
No, we ain't got time looking up AI. AI, can you make something funny with Ti?
No, sir, you're hating. That was mine.
All right,
Mostly
man.
me.
We got about 8
right.
minutes going here.
All
Let's
right.
hit some rollers.
All right,
Royals,
let's-
dude. So I have some stats.
We were
dude.
with the Royals, but this guy over here.
I mean, it was good. It was good.
Oh, we
stuff.
made it fun. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
No, for sure. It was good. It was good stuff. Are we gonna play the? Are you quitting?
Well, I was. You want to hear it now again? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have some kind of tip or insight of what you think is going on with this team right now, you can please chime in, help us out, help us understand. Just like on the just help me help you. What do you need, Royals? So for the longest time, the bats were just asleep. They are boring. They can't get on base. When they do, they don't move. And now the pitching was great. The bullpen was great, and the starting pitching was great. Now the pitching is starting to struggle, and now it's a perfect terrible storm hitting each other, and we are losing against terrible teams.
So our bullpens had some injuries, and I knew this was going to happen. Like I knew our pitching wasn't going to be able to be that great.
We
all
talked
season.
about that at the beginning of the
Yeah,
year. It's
I
like
knew
if we get an
we're
injury in the
wasting it.
bullpen, we're
Yeah. So man, this is like our hitting has been so dreadful all year, man. And after today's loss, they had a players owning meeting right after the game.
Good.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe I don't know.
Who
I don't
asked for
know if
that? It's always important
I
who
don't
asks
know
for
who
that.
asked
it's usually the
for it,
players.
but they did.
Probably
have
the
one.
players.
Oh, we got a question out there.
Do we need a new hitting coach?
Who is our hitting coach? But I don't know, man.
He's unknown.
We're not hitting. That's for sure. And I had a few stats that I looked up. So So,
yeah.
over in the MLB, like, so I was thinking, like, we never walk. It's like we're free swingers, man. Because like obviously Salvi swings at fucking anything that's thrown to him.
Down and away.
But for walks,
Yeah.
we are dead last and walks in the MLB.
So you're saying we're not a patient team?
We're swinging at anything, and that's why as a pitcher, why am I going to throw you a strike if you're going to swing at a ball?
Yep.
Another stat: home runs. We are dead last. Team number 30 in home runs.
How many teams are there, Joe?
30.
Hmm.
In RBIs, we are 28th. We are pathetic at the plate. I can't. Because I'm going to look
happened?
this up. I'm like, I can't.
I mean,
even
just 2 weeks.
believe
Hey, just
what's
last
going on.
week we were talking about, hey, we're still in it. And what
Because
happened?
our pitching was fucking carrying us, and we're even blowing games that we had pitched well in.
Remember we talked about how when
now our
Jack,
pitching is struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all falling apart.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
the
we
pull,
said.
the bullpen, it looks terrible. The ones we were counting on, they look terrible. Lynch, Bubic, everybody is not looking very well. Lorenzen, that handsome fella today, he still is struggling.
Well, no, he didn't pitch awful. He gave up 3 runs. I mean, it was
I guess, yeah.
okay. It was an okay start.
And we should be scoring 5, right? To at
Right.
least
Or at least
win
a-
some games.
At least get a couple, make it like competitive. We're playing the fucking A's, and
And then here's the thing,
smoking us.
too.
With the White
our-
Sox.
Our ace, right? Bobby Witt, he's only batting 275 right now, too.
He's a-
We need him to be batting
he's a
above
struggle.
300. We
He's-
need him batting above 300.
Yeah, he's like 0 for 16 or some shit.
And he started out so good.
Remember we got all excited when Jack came up, and then our bats were fucking awesome for like a couple of games but it wasn't because of him, but we thought he provided the spark.
Can we talk about that game he went 4 for 4?
So that
Go
was
ahead.
weird because he went 4 for 4. He had no RBIs and he scored no runs.
I saw that too. Because the guys
Ew.
behind him wasn't doing dick shit.
Right. Yikes.
The guys
Right.
behind him had no hits.
And the guys in front of him
never got on base.
and the guys in front of him didn't get on, or else he would have had an RBIs here and there, whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know.
He had Salvi right before him.
So I asked what would be the fix, and then Anissa said, "Okay, we need a new hitting coach." Okay, good. Let's do that. Let's take a look at the hitting coach
dead
now and wonder what the fuck happened. There's like the bats have been sleepy all year season long. They have been. We can't move nobody.
I would say that they should definitely be looking at the hitting coach. I mean, is it going to be the end all be all? No. But it could be an scapegoat.
But you need
as someone
something. You
new-
need to change something.
Yeah.
You need a spark. You need to do
and bringing
something.
somebody in and new might, maybe they have a different view. Maybe they have a different approach. Whatever's going on.
What's going on with the pitching? What happened there?
But whatever you're doing, it needs to fucking change.
I mean, I think the pitching's just taking a little dip. I mean, we weren't going to be fucking great the entire season.
We
We're
were overperforming our expectations, in my opinion, right?
And our runs could never give us the wins. So yeah, we can't blame it on the pitching too much. Every once in a while, you're going to get into a pitching slump, and that's what's going on now. But it looks much worse because we can't win the games for these guys. They're coming in and pitching. They're giving up 2 or 3 runs a game. We're supposed to be winning those with our bats.
Yeah, it's tough.
You can't just pitch out shutouts all the damn time.
It's a tough time for the Royals.
It's a
And
tough time to be a pitcher for the Royals.
No doubt. And man, I'm glad that we're passionate and we feel like we have a team that can win, and we're just not performing right now. And that happens in baseball sometimes. You just you have bad slumps.
Let's just sputter our way to the week off.
But we definitely need
All-Star
Bobby.
week.
We need Bobby to get going, man.
He looks
and he
frustrated.
he will.
He does. He looks frustrated.
This is one of the best baseball players in the world. He'll figure it out.
Do you still like the lineup? Do you change it or just leave it the way it is?
We know Mikhail's fucking
Yeah.
balling his ass off.
Yeah.
He was in the leadoff today. He had 2 hits.
I like him better in the leadoff.
I kind of like when he's bats third. So it's like it's Bobby, obviously it's India, Bobby, Mikhail, Vinny P, and then
Salvador,
Salvi,
and then
who's-
Jack.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's the
Man,
top 6 batters.
We're
for sure.
dropping, man. We're dropping. We dropped from 20 to 11. I don't know, man. They don't.
Well, they see there's only 2 minutes left, man. They know
yeah,
it's about,
maybe
it's
that's
about
it.
that
Maybe
time.
that's
So-
it. Well, you would think they'd stick around, but maybe they're just like, we don't hear about the Royals no more, guys. I don't know.
So I mean, the others like Waters and the other utility players. Somebody needs to step up. That's like surprising. Like,
Well,
ooh, that's
Waters is doing okay, but the people that need to step up are
Bobby.
Bobby,
Is it
Vinny
Litko?
P, Salvi. Those are
Who's the kid that was a rookie last year and he played today?
Lofton.
Lofton.
I mean, he's a utility player, but play when you can, whatever.
Oh, somebody needs to step up. Surprisingly, just like Michael.
I'm pretty disappointed in the Royals right now, but I got the World Series ring up here. The new flare for the studio.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Good shot.
All right, are we even gonna make it to the air horn?
Let's do, we got some real quicks, right? It's real quick time.
Is it real quick time? We didn't talk about the Chiefs. I don't think there's much there to talk about. Yeah, we can wait.
I mean, they had their voluntary minicamp.
Oh yeah, no one gives a shit about that.
I know Josh Simmons was out there, kind of moving about and whatnot.
You see,
Rasheed Rice fucking threw up.
Mr. October took a selfie with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany went to a couple of games, of the Royals games.
Yeah, did you see Carlton was there too?
Yeah, what's up with that? It ain't unusual to be loved by anyone.
Do you know who was like about 3 rows back from Patrick Mahomes at the game? Maybe like 5 rows back. Mike Gomez, New York Yankee lover.
Really now, Michael, our former guest, the Yankee lover. I didn't know he was a Yankee fan. I knew he was a Las Vegas football team fan. I didn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't pick very good baseball or football teams, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you going to do? I mean, not everybody can be perfect.
He's a good guy, but your sports teams suck, bud.
Nobody could be perfect and love our local teams here.
Yeah.
I guess we're just trying to count down to the air horn. T.I., you have anything else before
we
we go to real quick?
Yeah.
No, I think no more surprises over here. So.
Oh,
thank God. We're going to talk about the whole.
I think
shit.
I think people like my
now it is
wait a minute.
Now it is an overtime. Now we're in an overtime.
All right.
Should we before we go to real quick, should we talk about the red shirts at all? Is that even when are we gonna play again?
I know, right? I don't know if we're ever gonna finish the season.
I feel like we play and then take a month off.
We play in the co-ed softball team every Sunday here at City Park in Kansas City, Kansas. And we've had what are you doing, bro?
Just do your thing.
Thank you. What do you
just talk?
Quit finger fucking my pad.
Oh.
And so we are 2-2, right? But we feel like we've been playing spring.
We're 2-4.
2-4. That's how they are.
We played 3 weekends already.
I think
We've only played 2 weekends.
We started in April.
I know the springtime has been a long time, but I thought we've only played 2 weekends.
No, we've played 3.
Oh, have we?
We've played 3. Yeah.
Okay, so we're 2-4, and we do okay. We do all right. We're competitive. We go out and play and blah blah blah.
I mean, if you want to come out and have a good time on a Sunday afternoon,
check us out. We're the red
come
shirts.
on out, man. We'll give you a beer. You can make fun of us because it's going to be plenty of opportunities to make fun of us.
Not this guy. That's fine.
So
okay, T.I.
You want to come out and see somebody get some hits?
So there's been a couple of rainouts, and there's been Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever. But I feel like it's going to start trickling into summertime, and I don't know, man. They pulled out a new schedule, so I'll shoot it out to guys. Every time I shoot out another new schedule, there's another one pops out. Okay, well,
right. We're talking about baseball, softball. I was going to a quick shout out to the KC Monarchs 15U baseball team. We started our summer league. Or summer tournaments last weekend. Record wise, we didn't do well, but I think we competed at the highest level, and it was a good time. Yep.
Oh, good
did you put Joey Mullets in that football camp?
That was today. That was not for Joey Mullets. That was for Adonis Campbell, my grandson. But they are in Branson because Athena Campbell is doing the dance.
Oh, so you just wasting my time to
well, I didn't know that until you gave me the information, and then I relayed that to my daughter. And
did you need this section?
No.
Well, I need to go back to James. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. Are we ready for real quicks?
Yes, real quicks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is everybody's favorite segment at the very end of our show. This is what we call real quicks. So basically, real quicks are real quicks. You just want to say a little something. It doesn't have to be sports wise.
Unless you're T.I., it's a long quick.
T.I. has a tendency to go long quicks.
We call them good quicks.
It could be birthdays, deaths. It doesn't have to have anything to do with sports. So that being said, it looks like Monica wants to go first.
Okay, we'll go ahead and ready hers out.
All right. Real quick. Monica Navarro, our viewer, says, really quick. Really quick. Come on, Monica. It's real quick. Happy Father's Day. I've known you for over a quarter of a century. I know your characters. You all are great and excellent dads. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Oh,
you're the
what
best,
is
Monica.
that?
Thank you,
Just a
Monica.
fucking adorable. Thank you, sweetie.
Yes,
There you go. Okay, who's next?
Real quick, the rumors are Travis Kelce has cut 25 pounds and ready to have his best season ever.
I can vouch for that. I felt his stomach.
Real quick, Angel Reese has a 46% me-bound rate.
Oh, the knee bounce. She does this. She rebounds the fuck out of her own misses, dude.
That means for every 100 rebounds, 46 of them were missed shots.
Yeah.
We got to take it easy on her.
Real quick. Happy birthday to the Army, 1775. Happy birthday to all of you who have served in all our branches, as a matter of fact. Thank you for your
Absolutely.
service.
Anybody? Anybody?
Real quick, Angel Reese has had more shots
Why you a
blocked.
hater? Why you hate her so much?
Listen, Angel Reese has had more shots blocked than shots made this year.
It's funny.
That's a fucked up stat.
That is a fucked up set. And just after your last Angel Reese thing, you said we should take it easy on her. Then
I
you're like,
did,
fuck
I
her.
did. No. I
I'm
got
gonna come
another
on one more
one.
time.
Hey, I got another one.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Anybody else have another one before
Just
him?
cut the
Go
damn
ahead.
ball. Real quick. Guys, Angel Reese is only 23 years old. I think we need to take it easy on her going forward.
You,
okay?
you
Take
gotta
it
take
easy on
it
her.
on
She's
dude.
only 23 years old,
You
man.
gotta take it
So
easy
think about
on her.
She's
dude.
got a lot of pressure on her shoulders. Got to be fair to her.
So we got 10 more years of this crap. Okay. Joe?
Real quick, in real Royals fashion, but this is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens makes history with the fewest wins after 15 starts and a sub 2.0 ERA. That means, kind of like the Royals, his team is not coming with it either. He only has 4 wins and 15 starts when he has under 2.0 ERA.
Yeah, I was looking for something.
Oh, was you?
No,
Okay.
T.I.'s looking
Oh,
for something to make
No, I
fun of
wasn't.
you
I wasn't. Real quick, this season I am 14 for 16 at the plate.
You're simply the best. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Okay, Tia's had a pretty good.
That was
did a
my
pretty
last
good job
real
at the-
quick.
at the plate.
Yeah.
Real quick, me and Diego, we're gonna go see the Wiggles next Sunday at St. Louis. Do the monkey, ooh ooh ah, ooh ooh ah.
Okay.
It's a good song.
It
Awesome,
is.
buddy. Awesome.
I bet Diego enjoyed that.
Anissa, your darkness. Anybody?
I think
we done?
I'm good. I had to. real quick, so I'm
okay.
good.
I know I had some notes. It's been like 2 weeks since we got on, and I'm sure I left it at work. And somebody died, but man, I felt bad. But well, maybe this next time we'll.
I'm kind of
put it
glad
out
you
there.
left your notes because we'd be hearing stories that were 2 weeks old.
And like very long stories.
Very long stories,
Very
yeah.
long stories.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Ed Astor Boys on this fine Saturday night here in Kansas City.
In Kansas. We're in Kansas.
Yeah.
We're
in Kansas.
broadcasting live from Kansas, and it was another fine show. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's have everybody there. Fever beat Liberty twice, but record doesn't show it. Really? I'm gonna have to look that
Oh,
one
well,
up. Thank
hey.
you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, we'll look that up and we'll have it on the next show.
Thank you. There it was. Suckers.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.